Hello, welcome to another video by Ezra 7:10, covering 50 Hebrew words that every Christian should know. This is part 6, and for this episode we look at this word here, which some of you may even recognize. It is the word Torah. Torah. You may hear some Ashkenazi Jews pronouncing this as Torah, but Torah is probably going to be the more popular translation, pronunciation of this word. So we're just going to look at some of the nuances. Many of you are going to have an idea of what this means, but I just want to really broaden that to give you a better idea. So the first one comes here in Proverbs 1:8, where it simply has the meaning of instruction. Here, my son, your father's instruction, and do not forsake your mother's teaching. Here, the word instruction is in fact Torah. And I bring this first to your attention really just to help you understand that the word doesn't just mean law, as we often think it does mean. And just to broaden your understanding a little bit more, we can take a look at another meaning, which is probably a bit more diverse, here in 2 Samuel 7, verses 18 to 19. It says, "Who am I, O Lord God, and what is my house that you have brought me this far?" This is David talking to God after God offers him a dynasty. "And yet this was insignificant in your eyes, O Lord God, for you have spoken also of the house of your servant concerning the distant future. And this is the custom of man, O Lord God." The word custom here is this word here, Torah. And once again, it doesn't have the meaning that we are normally accustomed to, that of being some kind of a law, but it's talking about some sort of fixed and established pattern of behavior, and it's translated in the New American Standard 1995 version as the custom of man. Then we have Job 22:22. "Please receive instruction from his mouth and establish his word in your heart." And this is from Job 22:22. And this is where one of his friends is talking about instruction, but not regular instruction, but divine instruction. But it's not specifically talking about the books of the Pentateuch, the laws within the Pentateuch, the Deuteronomic Code. But it's more talking about God's general instruction and the things that he would like to say, or is trying to say, or at least the things his friend thinks God is trying to say to Job. And then from that, we can move on to Leviticus 14:2, where it says, "This shall be the law, the Torah, of the leper in the day of his cleansing." And here, when you look at the context of this text, it's not talking about the whole of Leviticus. It's just talking about a rule or a small subset of rules that concerns the leper and how he is actually cleansed. So again, it is instruction, and in this case we can say it's divine, but it's very, very, very specific and doesn't actually describe a group of laws. Then we've got Exodus 24:12, and it says, "Now the Lord said to Moses, 'Come up to me on the mountain and remain there, and I will give you the stone tablets with the law and the commandment which I have written for their instruction, for the instruction of the children of Israel.'" And here God is talking about law. Again, it's about divine instruction. It's a little bit uncertain as to what was written down on the stone tablets, but this does seem to be a reference to the laws given in Exodus. But don't forget here that at this stage in the Israelites' journey, these laws did not encapsulate the whole of the Pentateuch, because Deuteronomy had not yet been written. But only, best case scenario, the law here is a reference to what we call the covenant code, that's written in the book of Exodus. And then we have this last example here. He wrote there, on the stones, and this is Joshua, a copy of the law, the Torah, Torat Moshe, the law of Moses, which he had written in the presence of the sons of Israel. And here we have a reference which may well refer to the laws of the Pentateuch, the rules and stipulations of the Pentateuch. It's not exactly clear, at least not to me because I wasn't there, as to what law is being made. But I think this is one of the closest reference that we have to the word law referring to the Pentateuch, although I'm not sure that's the exact analogy we need to have in mind. The point is that throughout the Old Testament, it is not the word law, Torah, is not immediately linked to the 5 books of the Pentateuch. This happens, generally happens later, and we see it more reflected in the New Testament era. That's it for this short study. Please do subscribe to this channel and take a look at Ezra710.com, the website there, and subscribe also to the newsletter and to Instagram and to my Facebook account. There are opportunities to do it there on that page. Instagram, to study, to do, to teach. And on my Instagram account right now, I am still focused on Israel, and you will see a number of pictures with a short captions which I have written concerning various places in the land of Israel.